Is their car still out in front, Fairy? I said, is their car still out in front?
Fairy, Florence was speaking to you.
I'm sorry, Florence. I was watching the fireflies. What did you say?
I said, can you see if they've left yet?
I wish I'd been born a cat so I can see in the dark.
I don't think I'll wait for her. I think I'm gonna get a book and go to my room.
Does your jaw hurt tonight, Jeff?
Not bad.
Then stay with us a little while longer. We'd love to have you.
Jeff, you've already invested 267 minutes in waiting. Surely you can afford an additional 10 cents worth.
All right, my statistical friend. My curiosity is good for 10 minutes more.
I wonder what she is like. Miss Willie said she comes from one of the wealthiest families in America.
Well, that's bad. She'll have an expensive camera she can't work, or rave about an artist I've never heard of.
Oh, cynic! Has money spoiled me?
Do you have money, Fairy?
Bags.
Let's not be prejudiced about money. Some of my best friends were wealthy. Hannibal, why don't you play something while we're waiting? Help distract Jeff.
Well, you catch me tuned. What shall it be?
Surprise us.
How about a Gypsy Sardas?
Oh, please don't play gypsy music, Hannibal. It frightens me.
Frightens you?
Terrifies me. I was stolen by gypsies when I was a child and rescued just as they were about to dye my skin with walnut juice. Well, I was.
Go ahead, Hannibal.
I hope she likes music. Maybe she plays her instrument herself. The harp! Oh, I hope she plays the harp all my life. I'm sorry, Hannibal. Go ahead. I was raised on the harp. My father, like an angel.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Oh, there's a book I want on the shelf. I'm sorry, Hannibal.
Barry, get the book for Jeff so that we can listen to Hannibal.
Wait, I'll get a chair.
No, never mind, Fairy. I can get it.
No, Jeffrey. Climbing on chairs is woman's work. Men have mountains. Which book did you want?
The Lifespan of the Ape.
People give the strangest books to this library. I simply couldn't get into the forbidden Tibet.
It's amazing what standing above people does. Do you know, I feel smarter than anyone else in the whole world.
It's the yellow one.
Books are in my blood. My mother invented the filing system at the New York Library. She was queen of cross index.
I'll get Jeff's book, Fairy.
No, no, no! Musicians shouldn't work.
Be careful, Fairy. Don't get dust in your eyes.
Are you sure you don't want animal husbandry? I can reach that.
This time it has got to be The Lifespan of the Ape.
Here, goose it out with this. Lights! Please turn the lights back on!
Don't let me fall!
Please turn the lights on!
Hannibal, get to the light switch before someone is hurt.
It looks like Mrs. Patty is back.
Lights! Lights! Lights!
Please, Mrs. Patty, let us keep the lights on.
Some night, you're going to turn out the lights at the wrong time and hurt somebody. Then you'll be sorry. I do wish you'd chosen to give something else up for Lent.
It's unfair to make the rest of us suffer to get you to heaven, Mrs. Patty.
Other people like electricity.
Now sit at your easel like a good girl and leave the lights alone.
I must say, you startled us, Miss Willie. We still thought you were in the front office.
For the love of Pete, Fairy, what are you up to?
Oh, I was just trying to get a book for Jeffrey.
With a violin bow?
I couldn't quite reach it.
I certainly didn't mean to cause all this commotion. Forget it.
No, 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 I'll get it for you. Everyone watch his own head. Timber! There you are, Jeffrey. You may take the bow, Miss Willie. You may take my hand, Hannibal.
Fairy, the next time someone wants a book from the top, call me, or the whole shelf might have fallen on you.
Oh, who ever heard of being hurt by good books?
Enough of them, my darling, and I'd hate for that to happen.
I hate everything in the world, but most
much longer do we have to wait, Miss Willie?
What's she like, Miss Willie?
I haven't seen her. All I know that her name is Savage, and she gets the blue room.
Taking an awfully long time in the front office.
I hope she isn't beautiful. Competition exhausts me.
Well, Bingo, tie that one in a hurry.
Miss Willie, don't call me that. Please. It's a pet name my wife uses.
I forgot.
And I really wish you wouldn't single me out to kiss.
But you're the Handsomiths.
What would my wife think if she came to call and saw a strange woman kissing me? She'd explode.
She would if I know her.
Will you please try to remember?
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Ting-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling!
Hello? Yes, Dr. Emmett. Right away. Hannibal, put the dartboard up. Let's not clutter the place, darlings. We need to make a good first impression.
Will we meet her now, Miss Willie?
I don't know.
We haven't met anyone interesting here since that magician's wife. Remember, she was all nerves from being sawed in half so much. What was her name?
Something hyphenated.
I forget, but she had color. My relations are all so drab. Both my parents were albinos.
Fairy, you shouldn't invent such things.
Well, they were emotional albinos.
Oh, Fairy, don't peek. It's so degrading to get on your knees.
You get on your knees to pray, don't you? I'll say a prayer. Dear God, please let me see something.
Do you see anything?
Yes, I do. God was quick.
What do you see?
Someone coming out of Dr. Emmett's office.
Who?
1, 2, 3 strange people. And they're coming in here. Oh, quick. Let's all go out in the hall and eavesdrop.
Is that ethical, Jeff?
You know we'll be sent out anyhow.
We could call it espionage.
Come, Mrs. Patty. We're going to spy.
I'll guard the light switch. It's just rude to let guests enter into a dark room.
This is the last time I'm going to be party to peeking, Fairy. Kneeling simply ruins my nylons.
I mustn't get too excited or I'll get hiccups and betray us.
Dr. Emmett will join you in a moment.
Please tell him if there's nothing more. We'd like to get started back.
Of course, Senator. There are magazines and cigarettes on the table. Please make yourselves at home.
Well, Titus, what do you think of it now? Are you reassured?
Somewhat. It certainly doesn't look like an institution.
Not at all.
Mother will be contented and happy here. It's a charming place.
I just hope we haven't made a mistake.
Darling, the only mistake we made was in not taking steps sooner.
I don't like to be thought insensitive. Perhaps it would have been better to have kept her at home with an attendant.
That would have been disastrous.
You're hard.
Someone has to be practical.
No, you're calloused. You married too many foreigners.
Samuel, darling, we've done what needs to be done. Let's not quarrel about it, please.
Lilybell is right. This is civilized behavior.
I'm sorry to have delayed you. I was anxious to have Dr. Johnson question your mother.
This is quite a place you have here, Doctor. It's been a great relief to us to have found it so cheerful.
But then again, we were assured that this was the best that money could buy.
We hope we offer the best that experience can provide.
There's one thing I meant to ask you, Doctor. Will Mother be exposed to any danger here?
Not at all. The guests in this wing are in their final stage of treatment. They're extremely kind and cooperative. On the surface, most of them would seem quite as normal as, well say yourself, Senator.
You don't say.
While we're waiting, Senator, I'd like to ask a few more questions about this memorial fund of your mother's.
There's little more to tell. She planned on using it to give away the entire Savage estate.
The newspapers called it her happiness fund.
Was this indifference to money something recent?
I wouldn't say so.
She's always given money away to foolish causes.
Would you mind being more specific?
Well, there was an Italian farmer who wanted a box of soil from Italy.
Just dirt.
Mother spent $200 just to get it for him.
And there was a flower peddler who wanted a tombstone for his horse.
He got it.
After Father died, this obsession grew progressively worse. Why, last year she chartered a ship to send 1,000 school children around the world.
Why?
She said they ought to go around the world while there's still a world around.
We stopped her just as she was about to set this fund up legally.
With a board of directors.
With a fantastic board of directors. Not a banker, a bishop, or a lawyer among them.
Whom did she choose?
There was a postman, a gardener, a veterinarian, and then, of course, herself.
We should have known her mind was going the day she decided to go on that stage.
That? Have you heard of such a case before, Doctor? What would make a woman of her age suddenly decide to become an actress?
The unique is routine here, Senator, and nothing surprises us.
But if she had been talented, or even vain, then I could have understood it.
But she wasn't. She was always quiet, even timid. Then suddenly this amazing change.
Grief did it.
But why turn to acting? Life has enough drama in it.
Heaven knows.
Isn't that right, Doctor?
As Judge Savage says, heaven knows.
And I wish you could explain that bear to us.
Obvious exhibitionism?
Exactly.
She's taken a childish delight in being seen everywhere with that teddy bear.
Anything to indulge this sudden love for notoriety.
Her entire conduct is a travesty to dignity and self-respect.
And sound business.
Can you tell me, Senator, has there ever been a similar pattern of behavior in your mother's family?
Frankly, I don't know.
You see, Doctor, she's not really our mother. Our father remarried when we were children.
Oh, I see.
But it's never had any effect on our feelings towards her.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you until I've had some time to observe her conduct here.
You're the doctor.
And we know she'll be happy in such a charming place.
I wouldn't mind staying here myself.
This is no place to laugh, Samuel.
But we encourage laughter here, Senator. We think it healthy.
You do.
Definitely. It's good therapy. For as Byron says, and if I laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not weep.
Of course. Of course.
Yes, Miss Willie.
I beg your pardon, Dr. Emmett, but Dr. Johnson won't be able to complete Mrs. Savage's file at the moment.
Why not?
He finds her a bit uncooperative.
Then bring her in here, please.
Yes, Doctor.
While you're saying goodbye, I'll have a talk with Dr. Johnson.
Oh, don't go, Doctor.
Please, Doctor.
We'd prefer you stayed. I think the shorter we make this, the better for all concerned.
She's vindictive.
For some reason, Doctor, she holds me responsible.
We'll have to give her some time to get over her resentment.
Would you step in here, Mrs. Savage?